welcome to another episode of The Last Tape. If this is your first time hearing us, get ready to be disappointed. And if you're a returning listener, what on earth made you want to come back? Now in this episode, we join Aaron, as well as myself, on a grand adventure to the glorious city of Detroit, Michigan. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this 8-hour round-trip drive filled with sponsorship deals, DFC, Macaulay Culkin, and a whole slew of other things that I probably should have written down because this whole thing just kind of fell apart at the end. So enjoy!
It doesn't say anything about Jesus at all.
No! They baited us! They clickbaited us! No!
I came for Jesus, but then it was just appliances. I guess that's
exactly. You can't come first. David came first.
Jesus has to come first.
Yeah, Jesus comes first, David comes second, and when you come fifth, you get an appliance.
By the way, Shad and I are on the road to Detroit. It's going to be a really bad quality recording, but I don't care. There's no pickles, and that makes it okay for me.
Rawhide. Rawhide. Okay. It's the way of the land, Aaron. They were here first.
And so was...
Jesus.
The Jews who rode from Israel on boats and founded Mormonism.
Yeah, when they crossed the Delaware and founded America.
Yep, that's Mormon history.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thanks for tuning into our dramatic reading of
the Along Came Polycast.
The Along Came Polycast's production of I Nephi, the story of Mormons.
I could tell you the story. About when me and Tristan were driving to go see her play, when I think Jody said that she thought it was in Anderson. We drove past, I don't know if it's like the HQ for Nesquik, but there's like the big electronic billboard where they can like post their announcements or whatever, and there's a giant Nesquik bunny standing next to it, and that's
terrifying.
As we drive past, I look over at it, I'm just like, what a prank that would be if you're quitting the company, you're going out on a high note, and you just like replace everything that's on the billboard to flash God is dead, we killed him.
God is dead and we killed him.
Or God's not real or whatever.
Save it, kid, your family's dead.
We freaking laughed about that for half the trip because we just drove by. It's just like you just see God's dead. There's some kid sees it, and we killed him.
By the way, Shad.
Yep.
With regards to, like, theater and making content and whatnot, do you want to be an actor or do you want to be, like, a director?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of both, I guess. I mean, I would like to do both. That'd be pretty tight. But I don't know a whole lot about either. I know very little about anything. So it's kind of hard to think of myself as either, even though that's like what I'm trying to do.
Well, I mean, what have you gotten to do so far?
I mean, so far it's just been strictly acting. I've taken a directing class, but I haven't like really put that into practice. Like we got to direct like one scene things in the class, which I don't think I actually got to do. I don't think we used one. Like, we didn't have enough time to do all of us, even though there were only like 6 people in the class.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have like an audience or anything. We had to like get another class to come and watch. And like, if we had more people, we could have like, I had an audience with enough people to be actors and everything.
Okay, so your directing class was also the actors in the things? Okay.
Yeah. So like, I didn't get a chance to like actually do anything, but I don't know. I don't think of myself as being good at telling people where they should be or how I feel a scene should go. Like right now I'm more of just like, tell me what you want out of the scene, tell me the direction I should go, and I'll throw you for a loop with it. Ha-cha-cha.
Wait, who would you be talking to with that?
It's just a director. Like,
okay.
Speaking as an actor, like, that's why I feel like I'm leaning more towards acting, just because I don't have any experience in directing.
Well, I mean, you're now 20, so... Are you 20 or are you 19?
I'm 20.
20.
Which is like, oh man.
Yeah.
I've been on this earth for 2 decades and I've done nothing.
We are a fifth of a century old.
Yeah.
I mean, like Isaac Newton had started inventing calculus by this point. Or I think he had already. Either way, we're dumb.
Definitely, yeah.
But I don't know. Like, you've still got a shit ton of time.
Oh yeah, totally.
To like get experience directing and figure out if that's something that you want to do. Because I mean, what I've been doing is just trying to learn everything that I fucking can and do everything that I'm allowed to do.
Yeah.
So that I can figure out what I want to do. Like, honestly, if you got the chance, I'd recommend that you stage manage.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, it's kind of a shitty job, just because it takes so much goddamn time.
Yeah.
But you get to learn from everyone, and like work with all the people who do stuff for production. By the way, do you guys have like a scene shop and what's your offstage stuff look like at IUK?
It's not much. I don't really know a whole lot of like the backstage stuff. Like we obviously like we get our own like props and everything, and then like there's like lights and everything and curtains and everything.
I haven't gotten the chance to see anything at IUK. Like what do sets look like?
Since I think I've only been in one. We'll kind of do like we did in high school. Obviously, much bigger budget than high school, so things look a lot nicer. But it's just like a flat, and then maybe 2 other ones, and then we'll have like a full-fledged staircase that we can use, and furniture and stuff. Like the one that I was in, it was a living room, so there was like a dining room table and a couch, and then like windows and everything, and then a staircase in the back, and that was where like the two flats came together, and then there was one behind for the wall. But I mean, it wasn't anything like you guys's, where like you guys have
so is it like
pretty cool sets.
The actors building stuff?
Yeah,
like we did. Okay.
We have
cool.
We have a girl that we go to who can like get us stuff if we need it.
So it's pretty similar to like what we did in high school.
Pretty much.
Where it was basically just like you, Tristan, and I do everything.
Yeah, except, well, I mean, I did kind of do a lot. I mean, a lot more people helped than in high school. Good God. High school was just sad, the amount of people that actually helped.
Honestly, I kind of miss doing stuff like that, where it's small enough that you can do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. I'm trying to think of all of the acting things I've done. Like I've done what, 6 productions in high school.
You only did 6?
Yeah, I wasn't there freshman year.
Damn, you should have done more. You're good.
And then I wanted to try and do like stuff outside of Lewis Cast, but I was just like, The people that I've met at IUK that do the productions, a lot of them have done the civic stuff, and they're like, you should do that. And I was like, I can think about it, but I don't know. I've done that, and then now 2 productions in college, as well as I played Mark Twain as a tour guide for the new library.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't very good because somebody else was going to do it, and then like a week before the thing, they backed out, and the girl that was helping with it, she was playing Louisa May Alcott, I think, because we were all authors. There was me and her, and then a teacher that was doing it.
But they got people to be authors to give a tour of the library?
Yeah, because they like redid the library for the first time in like a decade.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it like Funhouse's Black Mark Twain?
No. No, it was like not Mark Twain, because they came to me like a week before and they're like, hey, could you do this? And I was like, I got a free weekend, sure, why not? And like I go there and she was like, we're gonna have costumes, it's gonna be okay. And I was like, okay, that's cool, right on. And then I show up, they're both in costumes, and they're just like, just wear a suit. I was like, okay. And I show up, and like they got their hair done up and hats, like the big sun hats and everything. And it's just me with like nothing, like, and my hair's not changed or anything. So like,
just you in a suit.
Yeah, and like
hell yeah, oh man.
Because it was just like older people who were taking the tour because they were like donors for the, like they gave money to help fund the remodel.
Did they make fun of you for not being Mark Twain?
No, they just like asked. They're just like, and who are you supposed to be? I was like, oh, I'm Mark Twain, and they're like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I know.
This isn't my fault.
I just showed up. But I was him.
I wasn't even supposed to be here. I just happened to be at the college today. And they told me to be Mark Twain.
I wandered in. They were just like, hey, we need somebody to help tour the library.
Hey, you're Mark Twain.
But it was
like,
nice. Oh, it was so dumb because I had some freaking chode. I don't know if he was part of the library or who he was, but he's not much older than I was. Like, I think he was just about to graduate. What was I gonna say? Oh, that chode was, he came on that interview day and was like talking about loans and stuff for like college if we needed them.
Yeah.
And he like had a whole PowerPoint presentation. He was such a douche.
Really?
Like, you could just get that vibe from him where like somebody would ask questions. He's like, why don't you know this already? And I was like, oh my god, this guy. And he was there at the freaking tour, following my tour group around as I'm hastily flipping through my notes beforehand, trying to remember what I had written down about this library that I learned 2 days prior was a thing. And he's behind the tour group like, so what's this area over here? And I was like, oh, those are computers. Like, and that's literally what it was. He was like, what's this over here? And they like opened up an entire area where there were like computers and big desks where groups could come for group projects.
Yeah.
And so he was like, so what's this over here? I'm just like, oh, these are computers that they just got, and there's big desks for group projects where people can come and sit, you know, hang out, do your homework and all that. And it's just a quiet area that you can do stuff.
And he's just like, what's a computer?
And then he had his arms crossed walking behind him. He just like gave me a nod. And then he looked to the left where we have like the big cubicles where like there's a desk in there and a TV where you can hook up your computer to put up a PowerPoint and do all that. He's like, well, what are these? And I was like, these are our cubicles where you can come with your group for group projects. And he did that the entire freaking tour. And we got all the way around to the front again. And I was like, well, that's the end of your tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the library. And thank you, all of you that donated.
For giving us money.
Yeah, for giving us the money to do this. And everybody was just about to dissipate. Everybody was about to leave. It was going to be great. And he was like, what's this over here?
My God.
And he pointed to the puzzle table. We had a small table. Like, it was no bigger than the driver's seat. Like, it was not very big, and there was one puzzle sitting on it. He's like, what's this? I was like,
what's this?
I was like,
piece
oh,
of shit? You have to answer my questions. What's this table? You Mark Twain answer whore.
I was like, oh, this is just a table that they put in. Like, it's a stress reliever. Like, surprisingly, college can be pretty stressful, so this is just a place you can come, do a puzzle, you know, chillax, and just be chill. And he was just like, he didn't say anything to me. He completely shrugged me off, ignored me, and just turned to the group and went, "Thank you all for coming on the tour."
What was he there for?
I don't know.
Who were you, you fucker? Wait.
I don't know.
You're not Mark Twain. I am.
But goddammit, he thought he was. Oh my god, that guy. I never saw him again after that, and I hope I never do. Actually, no, I hope I do. I wanna know what he's up to nowadays.